If you were to meet someone new
Mm-hmm.
and you have to describe yourself in 3 words, what would it be and why?
Well, it's a very good question. I would say like the first thing is definitely like ambitious.
Ambitious.
I've always been like ambitious. I want to achieve like great things, which I'm doing already. Also, I would like to say social. Like I love to be social with new people. I want to meet new people. And I think the last one is, I would say kind.
Kind.
Yeah,
Why would you say
I
that?
love to be kind to people, and when I meet new people, I want to make them feel like they're being seen, and so I love to be kind to people.
Hmm. A, a lot of people say ambitious. It's very curious.
I think like when the people you meet here, they are like all
They are all
ambitious. Yeah,
ambitious,
of
right?
course.
Like-minded.
Yeah,
Where do you think it comes from? What?
I'm not sure. I've always thought about like why do it's like I think it's like a sixth sense, um, and like some people just have it. Like when you come here, you meet like very like-minded
All
people.
right.
Um, but when I was back in Amsterdam, like very few people had like this mindset. So you always feel left out. So my whole life I felt like I was like the black sheep and I didn't belong there, and I was like I felt left out. But when you get older and you develop more, you get to know more people like who have the same mindset as you. So now my friend Jesper, who I'm here with,
Right. Your co-founder.
my co-founder, yeah, we got to know each other, and then we started like a business. And now we are here in Bali, and I'm going to meet like people like you guys, and it's like nice to have like conversations and think like okay, we're like the same, we have the same mind.
Right, right. And the conversation, the quality of the conversation
It's
is
always
much
good.
better, right?
Like yesterday we were in like a restaurant and we met a new guy. He was also a Dutch guy, and I literally get like dopamine from talking to him because it's like such a nice conversation, and I think like wow, he actually teaches me something. While instead when I'm talking to someone in Amsterdam, I think like oh it's only about like partying and what they study and stuff.
Right.
So it's not really like interesting. You don't feel like okay they understand me.
All right. So, can you tell a little bit about yourself and how did you become a fitness coach?
Of course. Well, so my name is Pjotr Rozinga. That's like my Dutch name. I'm 22 years old. I am from Amsterdam, but right now I'm in Bali. But I will go back there. And so, as I said, like my whole life, I was like left out, or I didn't
Fit in?
I didn't fit in. Yeah. So I always thought like something is wrong with me. I'm different than other people that I'm hanging out with. But as I got older, this became like my strength, and I started training and working out while my other friends were like partying and smoking weed. It's very common in the Netherlands, like doing such things, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. So I really wanted to better myself, and I looked things online like how to develop and how to start working out. So I did that. Then I made like a social media account where I posted videos about myself and my transformation, and people seemed to love it and they went crazy. And then I kept building it. Got my PT, like it's personal trainer license, and my friend Jesper told me like, bro, let's start a business with this. You know, like, come on, there's like so much potential. And then we started like 2 years ago with the online coaching business, and now we're here.
Now you're doing good, right?
Yes, now it's going amazing. I actually love it.
How does it make you feel to, inspire and transform people's lives?
Well, it feels weird because I don't really. It's not like I don't know how to say it. I cannot imagine. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to believe that I'm actually like living this life, and that people come to me and say like, "Yeah, you transformed my life. I want to thank you for everything." So weird. Like, I'm just like a normal guy, and I get to do this. It's like amazing.
It is,
So it's that's amazing to hear to inspire and help people with their journey.
I know exactly how you feel. So, so you started a fitness coaching, online coaching business.
Yeah.
What's the mission for that?
It's mainly to like help people. We want to specialize in like entrepreneurs losing fat, gaining muscle, gaining more focus and energy throughout the day. So we want to specialize in that to really help people with gaining much more confidence in their daily life.
Okay, okay. What do you think is what is the struggle
Hmm.
of gaining weight or losing weight and gaining muscle? Your
Well,
clients, what are they
like
struggling
there's
with?
like a lot of struggles. For me, in the beginning, I couldn't gain weight because I just didn't eat enough. So gaining muscle is difficult when you don't eat enough
Yeah.
and don't train hard and stuff. And for people losing weight, it's difficult because they just cannot stick to like their diet and stuff. And it's difficult because also like a lot of people have no idea where to start and what to do because there's so much information on the internet. So it's almost impossible to do it.
Mm.
That's why we started this business to really guide people throughout the beginning and end phase to really optimize their growth.
Mm. What would your advice be for someone who just started their fitness journey? Let's say he wants to build muscle.
I would say try not to be perfect, but try to be consistent, and also invest in a coach because I think when you try yourself, it will take like years, and when you invest in a coach, you will get it in months. So it's like a good investment in yourself.
Mm. All right.
What would you say? Like what would your advice be to new people in the gym?
I would say start small.
Hmm.
Like it's just about building momentum, I think.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And starting small, and it's easier to do it, so it's less daunting. And when you do it, when you do what you promise to yourself, it gives you more motivation. You see the progress,
Yeah.
so you would want to do more, push harder, and slowly you can set bigger and bigger goals, and it's more sustainable. And like you
Yeah,
said, consistency is the key.
Yeah. And
Right.
what was your biggest struggle in the beginning?
In terms of fitness,
Yeah. Like of course you began somewhere and you wanted to like achieve something, but what was the first big struggle that you encountered?
I would say still like eating,
Yeah.
not eating enough.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's hard to eat
And
more.
also eating like the right things. You don't know what like the right things
Right,
are.
right.
Yeah.
I would say that. But the thing is, right now I'm focusing on work, and if I eat too much, it affects
You
my
will get brain fog.
productivity.
Yeah, of course.
So right now I'm not really bulking, maybe slightly, but the priority is focus right now.
Yeah. The key for me is to wake up, do the work first, like until 12. You have like a small breakfast with protein. And when you eat carbs in the morning, you will get the brain fog that you don't want. So only eat
Exactly.
protein, and later in the day, when all the work is done, you will eat like more carbs, more protein, until like 8 or 9 p.m. And then you will go to sleep. That's like my go-to routine, which I also advise to other people
Let's
who want to
talk
keep
about
their
that.
focus.
Let's talk about your routine. I've seen a couple of videos, your routine in Amsterdam.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's first talk about your routine in Amsterdam.
Well, it's a very like detailed routine which works for me, but some people say to me, yeah, this is like bullshit. Why are you doing this? But I think everyone has their own routine which works for them.
Right.
So for me, it's like waking up early, going outside, get some sunlight, feel good, touch the ground. It's
Touch the plants.
touch plants indeed. It sounds very weird, but for me, like it feels so good to be outside the first thing in the morning, and then I take an ice bath to really
Nice.
wake up and just feel energized and powerful. And I do some meditation to calm down, and like breath work and kind of stuff. And then I shower, do my things, and I go to work. So it takes like 1 hour of like a daily routine, and then I'm focused all day.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah.
It's similar to my routine back in Belgium.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I think like this, for me this works, but like my co-founder Jesper, he says like, yeah bro, come on, it takes too much time, and it's like it doesn't have any benefits. But for me it seems to work.
Yeah. I mean, everyone is different, right?
Yeah, of course.
So if it works for you, you should keep doing it.
100%. And of course you can like always better things, and I'm still renewing things, but I think like for me right now this is like the best thing to do.
All right, so now you are in Bali.
Hmm.
How does your routine changed?
I think it kind of looks similar, but it made it easier for me. So of course, here we have like a time difference, so it's 7 hours later than in my home country. So what I want to do right now is like wake up, go to the ice bath in the gym.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
it's like 10 minutes away, so it does really feel nice. Then work, eat breakfast and stuff, drink coffee, and then
work.
Yeah, like filming videos and stuff.
Do you have an evening routine?
Evening routine. Well, I think the most important is that you want your sleep quality to be good. So I'm focusing on things which improve my sleep quality. So, for instance, I don't use my phone. I don't use my phone until like 1 hour before I go to sleep. I shower. I just like chill down a little bit to get tired, and like that's it. I don't really have like an evening routine.
I'm the same, yeah.
Right?
Just wind down, and then just go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. And like, yeah, true.
Okay. I've seen that you watch podcasts. What's your favorite?
It really depends on the in which area I'm in. But I would say my all-time favorite, which I listened to the most, was Hamza. I don't know if you know him, Hamza Ahmed.
Oh yeah.
He was like
big in self-improvement.
Yeah, he's like my number one all-time favorite guy to listen to.
But he doesn't have a podcast.
Yeah, he does.
He does?
No, it's not like podcast, but it's more like him talking to like the camera, and which is also on Spotify. So I listen to that.
Oh, okay.
I think I learned most of the things I know now from him.
I agree. I've also learned a lot.
Right?
From him. I've been watching him for years.
Yeah.
What I've learned is like being authentic, like truly authentic, and I've learned a lot of how to talk to the camera. You know, talk to the camera as if you're talking to someone instead of just saying, "Hey guys, how you?" No, try to talk as if you're talking to your one friend.
But also like the confidence, like how to be like a man.
He's charismatic, right?
Yeah, super charismatic. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think he's also in Bali right now. So I really want to meet him. But,
at the Soma.
Yeah, he's like at the gym. Yeah.
Right.
The fight gym. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you should just go.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will go, but the time is a little bit. I think it's like very early in the morning over there.
Okay.
So maybe I'll look around. I don't know.
All right. Any podcasts? Any favorite podcasts?
Yeah, I think like the Huberman podcast is really nice. You know it?
Yeah, of course.
I think it's bizarre how much like knowledge this guy has.
Right.
So I learned a lot from him, like testosterone and how to improve your sleep and stuff. Chris Williamson is nice. We just talked about him.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah?
My favorite
Why?
podcast. I don't know, the way he asks questions, the way he can recall things is and how he articulates his thoughts very precisely. It's very, how do you say, it's aspiring, inspirational. And the guests he brings on are very interesting.
100%.
It's also in the self-improvement niche, so I really enjoy him.
Yeah, I think like when you want to self-improve, I think those three are like the best to listen to. And then the next step, and like all that is finished and you achieved like the most things, I would say like listen to Alex Hormozi, and it's insane how much knowledge he has about like business and stuff. So if you want to start a business after that, I would listen to him.
I started reading the $100 million offer.
Yeah, it's really good.
Because of Jasper, eh?
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
But like also the whole book is on his Spotify, and you can like listen to all, but also reading it is nice.
No, I do that.
You
so I listen to the podcast, but also read the book
nice.
at the same time.
Perfect, nice, good.
Like he advised people to do that, right?
Yeah.
Listen to the audiobook and then also read the book.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think like to do that, you will understand things better, and like maybe look at them from a different view. So that's nice, man.
So talking about books, do you have any favorite books?
Yeah, I do. I think my all-time favorite book, which helped me a lot, was How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Dale Carnegie.
Yeah, did you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to read it again though.
Yeah, I think you have to read it like 5 times to really understand it and to really implement things in your own life. But that book like changed me, I think, for the rest of my life. because I was always like a little bit of shy, like a shy person, and my social skills were not good. So I think that book like really shaped me and taught me how to talk to people and meet new people and meet new friends and stuff. So that book was amazing.
Yeah.
And also the second book that I really loved was The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
That was my first ever book that
Really?
I finished. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark
nice.
Manson.
Yeah, it's super easy to read also. So it's for me it was amazing also because I was like very insecure and stuff, and I cared about what people thought of me. So that book really helped me change my life. I think that's why you should read books. Like, okay, I'm having this problem. How can I solve it? I will read this, and this will help me.
What do you think are the benefits of reading books?
I think it solves problems which you have. So a lot of people have experienced like the same things but before you, and they write about it, and you can like get their knowledge to help you overcome things. So that's why I read books. Like a lot of people like they read fictional books.
You don't?
No.
Non-fiction?
Non-fiction only, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm the same, man.
Yeah, reading is to learn and not to... I think reading is to learn and not like reading like weird romance things. That's more for girls, I think. Maybe I get cancelled.
I mean, yeah. It's to each their own.
Yeah, true.
So reading books. So it's hard, you know, being an entrepreneur, starting your own business. What was the biggest, let's say, challenge you had?
When starting a business?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think a lot of things are hard. I think to keep pushing when things are going bad, but also to like a lot of people have like an opinion about you. So when you first start, people will say like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? You know, they don't take it seriously. And then when it's going good, people they will acknowledge like, okay, it's nice what you're doing, but I don't like you anymore. Like, people cut themselves out of your life, and I noticed it's like many friends. It's like very they only support you when you are not winning yet.
Right.
And then when you're winning, they don't support you anymore.
That's crazy, right?
And I think that's how you will notice who your real friends are, because real friends, they will say like, oh wow, what you're doing is amazing, like you inspire me. And I think fake friends they don't give a shit.
No, the real friends will support you.
Yeah.
When you're
exactly.
doing good, they will congratulate you and everything.
Like, so I think like when you start a business, you will really see like who's a real friend and who's not.
What about your parents? What did they say?
Well, that's a funny story because my dad, like in the Netherlands, it's very common to go to school, then go to college and like really follow like this path, school, college, then you work a job from 9 to 5, you know. And I've always said to my dad like, I'm gonna be rich when I'm older, and he was like laughing at me and saying like, yeah, sure. So he really wanted me to go to college. So I did like 3 different kind of studies, but they never worked out for me. I was like a very bad student. I had like completely no motivation to go to school or do whatever. I never did my homework. So I always knew like, okay, I'm gonna be rich, but I'm not gonna do it with like school. So I tried studying, and I told my dad like, no, I'm not gonna do this anymore. So I started a business with like Jasper, my co-founder, and I told my father, okay, I'm gonna quit studying. And I've spoken to him like for a very long time, like, okay, what's the best thing to do? And he always said like, just finish your studies. But I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So my business was going good, and I just said like, okay, to my dad, okay, this is it. I'm gonna quit. And then he was like, okay, son, I believe in you. You have my trust, so you can do it. So that was actually like, I got chills right now, but that was actually like very nice to hear from him like that he really supports me to do it, and he believes in me that I will do it. So to hear that from your dad is like amazing.
Man, that's one of the best feelings you can
have.
have.
Man. Yeah.
Your parents believing in you.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I think my mom always believes in me, but my dad is like, he's like very, he's scared that I will fuck up in life. But right now he believes in me so much that he was like, okay, you can do it. And now we're here in Bali, so
Yeah, you're doing great now.
yeah, it worked out.
They must be proud of you.
Yeah, very proud. I hope very proud. So I just give back to them as much as possible.
That's like the dream, man.
Yeah, man.
Giving back to your parents.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of kids think like, okay, my relationship with my parents is bad, and I always thought like the same thing. They don't want the best thing for me. But I think your parents, they are also experiencing new things, and it's difficult for them. So like give them some slack, like tell them you love them and appreciate them, because you don't imagine like how many things your parents did for you and sacrificed for you.
Exactly, man. I saw you were doing gratitude journaling.
Yeah. So like every morning when I wake up, I will write 3 things that I'm grateful for that day, and it gives me like this positive feeling in the morning, like okay, my life is actually like great and I'm loving my life. So I literally like I cannot remember the last day when I felt sad. I'm totally honest. Like I'm a guy, I have like very like high stress levels, and I experience some bad things. But right now, when I started this, I just cannot remember the last day when I truly felt like sad or I had to cry. So that's an amazing feeling.
Right. Do you have some tips for people who are struggling with that?
Well, a lot of things. I think a lot of things are like hormones. So your hormones are out of balance, or you're doing too many like degenerate things. So I would say like improving yourself is the first step to becoming like a greater person. And I've done this for like 6 years now. So of course I was struggling too. It's many things that you have to like overcome to feel good. But I think the first things are like work out regularly, and just eat clean food. That's it. And of course, like more things will come, like ice baths, gratitude journaling, sunlight, less on your phone and stuff. But those things will come later. Like just first start working out and then
master the basics.
Yes.
Working out.
Yes.
Eating healthy.
Yes, that's the most important.
Sleep.
Yeah. I think those 3 things, like what you said, also the sleep, it's the most important. What's it like living with 3 new people that you met here?
I think I have tried it even with my friends. I've had difficulties, right? Friends back home, but this is different. Like,
yeah, it is.
We click so well and so quickly. We just met like let's say a couple of days, and then we immediately thought like we click so well. Let's just move in to one place. Like, we call this like the locked-in house.
Yeah,
we're all locked in. We help each other, motivate each other, keep each other accountable.
Yeah.
And we have our own goals, but we help each other get there, support each other. It's amazing.
That's a brotherhood you need, man.
Right. The brotherhood, indeed.
I think for a guy to have that, it's super important. And that's why I would also advise for guys not to live with their girlfriend. My girlfriend really wants me to move in with her, but I think that will ruin my goals. And I won't say it to her, but I think like a girl can ruin your goals.
You get complacent.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
I think like too comfortable, and you will like slowly forget your goals. Of course, you will say like, no, it won't happen to me, but trust me, it will happen to you, and you'll think like, okay, she's different, she will help me and stuff, but that's not true.
Do you have any advice on how you can balance it if you have a girlfriend?
It's so difficult, because when I come back to the Netherlands, I will know like, okay, I will not be as locked in as I'm here. So she will distract me, of course, and of course she will take care of me, like cook my meals and take care of me, like such things. But it's different, because when you're with your girlfriend and you do like some work, and then or with her, you say like, okay, I did some work, okay, it's good now, you know.
Right.
And right here today, like in Bali, it's like, okay, I worked for 10 hours, now it's good. like here, you can only work, and in the Netherlands you will get too distracted, and you think you do some work, but that's not work. Like going to the gym is not work.
Right.
It's just something you have to do every day.
Yeah, you see everyone working, everybody's ambitious.
Yeah.
And you automatically work even harder.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like for you, you live with 3 people now, and if everyone is locked in, you have to be locked in as well.
Exactly.
And when you come back to your home country and you see like friends and family who are doing nothing, you will also do nothing.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to become distracted in like such places. I think that's why so many people come to Bali, because everyone here is working, so you have to work as well.
Right.
When all your friends are like jacked, you have to become jacked or like rich.
Exactly. How important do you think like changing your environment is?
Super important.
Like
Like
even like people surrounding yourself with, and
yeah,
even the location.
100%. Like I'll give an example about my life. I've had like many friends, like many friend groups, and my previous friend group, they were all like smoking weed and just hanging out, drinking alcohol, going out every week, and like just doing nothing with their lives. And I became like the 5th person. So like you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's a quote from, I don't know, I think Hormozi.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
It's an old quote.
An old quote, yeah. Of course. So I think that's very true. Like you become the average of the 5 people you hang out with. And I noticed it happening to me too. So I put those friends aside and I began to start my own journey, which is super, super lonely.
Right.
And I think everyone will experience it who is on like this journey, and it's very difficult to go through with it. But I think when you go through, you will meet new people who are like-minded. And now you're here in Bali, and you surround yourself with people who are like on the same journey, on the same mental path. And some people are like more like further than you. So you will learn from them, and you want to work harder and stuff. And I think when you're like in your home country, it's different because you meet a lot of people who are not, and like you have to teach them. And I think that's a big distraction.
That's a good point.
Like for you, you're here with the 3 guys, and they are like, they're all the 3 of them are like super locked in.
Right.
So you have to do the same thing, otherwise you're the loser.
Exactly. It's interesting that you talked about the lonely chapter.
Yeah.
Right. I was feeling the same thing actually back home. I feel like I was the only one on this journey, and I was living at home. I was by myself like for like a long time. The whole day I'm just sitting in my room working. It's hard to then push yourself if you're alone. But coming here in Bali, like meeting like-minded people, having those like high-quality conversation that gives me goosebumps. Yeah, it's so amazing, and people pushing each other. It's the best, man. We're living the dream here.
It's incredible to like experience this, and then to be here with those people. It just feels like coming home actually. Like this is our home now.
This is where we belong.
Yeah, man.
And it's not like obviously there are people like tourists coming here for sightseeing and stuff, but we are not here for that, right? We are here
just
to
work,
lock in,
ice bath, training, eating good, work. Yeah,
that's
man.
it, just locked in.
And also like meeting new people here. Like every person you speak here has like something to tell.
Right.
It's amazing.
It is amazing to meet interesting people, and thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, of course.
You're one of the interesting people. The goal of this podcast was to bring on interesting, courageous people who are on their own journey. So it's amazing that we can meet and we can talk. Like if I were back in Belgium, could never have this conversation. Yeah. So man, thank you.
Of course, man. It's nice to meet you.
All right, let's do a quick fire question.
Yeah, of course.
Favorite post-workout snack?
Protein shake.
Protein shake. Do you take creatine?
Yes.
All right. Cardio or weights?
Weights.
If you could only do one exercise for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I would say dumbbell press.
Dumbbell, which?
So chest press.
Dumbbell
chest press.
Okay. Flat?
No, incline. Incline, yeah.
What's your least favorite exercise?
I would say squats.
Do you skip leg days?
Yes.
Me too. But we shouldn't.
Yeah, today's my leg day, but I will skip it.
All right. Do you listen to music while working out or no music?
That's a very good question. I actually want to like elaborate more on that, if it's possible. I stopped listening to music. Like only for my workouts I listen to like sounds, which help me focus. But I think like music is one of the biggest like hormone disruptors in the world. It's also forbidden in like the Islam. And I think it's just because like the music we listen to is like so degenerate, and we get it into our brains, and it really fucks up our brains and our dopamine receptors. So that's why I stopped like listening to music, like, because the first thing I did was when I woke up was listening to music, and I always felt bad afterwards, and I was like, hey, why is this, you know? And right now when I wake up, I feel amazing.
You're right, man.
So I think music, it's not people know this, but it's very dangerous.
Right. It depends on which music you listen to. There might be.
Of course, yeah. Like I think things like I don't know, like techno or like house. I think it's good. Like the sounds, it's good. But the rap songs, it's so bad for you. Come on.
No.
Yeah. So for me, changing that, it felt amazing. And also a lot of people they cannot be alone with their thoughts, so they will listen to music. So you can never truly think for yourself and develop your brain. And for me, when I'm alone, I just have my thoughts, and I'm just thinking, and I'm just coming up with new things. So also you become more creative and stuff, and you can really like you become really aware like of the situation. I can just like I can think like really good.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of people can't do it because of social media. Constant.
They're like constant like dopamine stuff, and
Exactly.
something new in my phone and music, you know, like their dopamine disruptors, they're completely like gone and shit.
Right. It's interesting, like how important it is to isolate yourself and not do anything. Just stay there with your thoughts.
Yeah, like if you say to someone like, okay, sit in a room for 8 hours and just have your thoughts with you, they will freak out.
Right.
Yeah, they will freak out.
What have you noticed are like the benefits of doing that?
Like I said, like more mental clarity, like more creativity. I can like sort of control my thoughts. So a lot of people they get like thoughts or emotions, and they completely take over them. And when I get a thought, I can like, okay, I can acknowledge it. I can like know where it comes from, and I can push it aside. So I have like this constant sort of mental clarity and sort of calmness in my mind. So I really think about what I say, and I can mean what I say because I really thought about it.
Do you meditate?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like every day for like 10 minutes, but I should do it more, I think.
I also do like 5-10 minutes, but I've felt the same benefits of meditating, like being more aware of your thoughts, so that you can control them better, even your emotions. You can feel when you're thinking something negative, or when you're feeling like you're getting angry. You can catch yourself.
You can control it. Like, okay, I'm getting angry right now. Why am I getting angry? It's not like I shouldn't be angry. So just push it aside and feel good. I think that's like the biggest like benefit of meditation.
What would you say is like one habit that can change your life? One big habit.
One big habit. Working out.
Working out.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I think like working out, it will make you feel good. It would give you more like discipline and stuff. So I think that's the biggest thing to start with.
Right. What, other than the, let's say, better physique, what are the benefits of working out?
So getting more disciplined. I would say also more confidence, more mental clarity, less stress, more testosterone. I would say those things.
All right. So I started doing this. This is inspired by Jay Shetty on Purpose podcast. He asked the guests 2 questions. So I want to ask you that. What's the best piece of advice you have ever received?
Oof, that's a very good question. Yeah, it's very cliche. But I would say like treat like others the way you want to be treated. I think for me, like you want to be treated in such a way that like people respect you and stuff, and people like you. So I will give you the same respect, and I will make sure you like me as well and stuff. So I think it's very cliche to to say, but I think like that's the most important for me.
Okay, so now the opposite. What's the worst piece of advice you have ever received?
Finish school.
Finish school.
Yes. I think like you cannot put everyone through one like hole. Like some people are just not made for studying, and it made my life hell. And I think also like the worst advice was you need friends. But because I thought like I needed friends, I hung around with like my old friends more, which made me more miserable. So I think that was like the worst advice.
So I have a couple more questions, but that will be exclusively for our online community. Peter, thank you so much for joining.
Of course, thank you.
Where can people go?
All right, guys. So I have a difficult name, but it's Pjotr Rozinga. So Pjotr.Rozinga is my Instagram name. So look it up. Thank you, guys.
Tell them a little bit about your coaching business.
Oh yeah, of course. So I do online coaching. It's also in my Instagram bio. You can sign up if you want to lose fat, gain muscle, feel better in your skin, and I will help you with it. So yeah, sign up and let me know.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thanks again for joining us. I hope you got value from our conversation. I truly enjoyed it. So, like always, stay courageous, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.